Good morning. So it's about 7 o'clock on January the 5th. Um, yeah, it's kind of chilly out here. Got a lot of work to do. Hey, I need you to do me a favor if you can, because there's only a few of you. But if you could please watch this video all the way to the end. At least let it play all the way to the end. You don't have to watch everything. I know I ain't got much to say. But let it play all the way to the end. It's going to help me out quite a bit. Um, and help us get where we need to be. But today is all about setting up the new business at home, or setting up the business at home. We have my old garden shed, which we're converting into a grooming center. We've got the front refaced, almost completely refaced. We've been working on the for the last few days. We have another outbuilding that's becoming a farm stand. I'm kind of afraid to show you anything on this right now because it's a mess. It's a wreck. The building's kind of old. This structure over here was built sometime in the 80s, just after Hugo, I think. It's had a bit of a leaky roof for a little while, so we're working on replacing the roof and getting this up and going, and this will be a farm stand when complete, with vegetables from the garden, farm crafts, some of our art. We learned this year that people are interested in buying our art. Maybe they won't be in a post-pandemic world, but right now they are. Oh, I said that word. Yeah, so listen, join us. I don't know how much of this we're going to get. I'm going to avoid any kind of crazy editing, so I'll be doing things as straight edited as I can right now. It's just got to happen quickly. But right now, everything's got to happen quickly because I closed my business yesterday, and we got to get something open quick. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's a little bit later in the morning. That was probably a hard cut. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, that's just going to be a lot of that. Hey, so it's a little bit later in the morning. I've got some sun. I've been doing some work, and I now can show you. I still haven't found my selfie stick, but I can now kind of show you what it is that we got going on. Right behind me, this is the new grooming center. This structure right here is actually about as old as the house. Miss Phyllis came by, and she had a talk with me about when this building was built and everything like that. And as far as she knows, it's always been here. And I think she's in her early 60s. But yeah, the house itself, it was built in 1911. The shed is built with all the same materials. I see evidence of where it's been repaired as we were pulling the walls off and replacing siding, because all of the siding looked like this. And yeah, it's a little scary back there. This is between two. That's the chicken coop, and it's not going to be the chicken coop much longer. It's got to go. Them chickens got to go. Anyway, so the building itself, it looks like it was built probably around the same time as the house. If it wasn't, then it was built in the 30s. And I say in the 30s because that was about the time that they took all the beadboard out of the living room, and made it a plaster wall living room with lathe and everything like that behind it. That's what we got in the house right now, with drywall screwed in on top of that, I think. But I'm not for certain. It's pretty thick wall. But this building right here, it's super sound. It's got a concrete pad. It's got water, electricity, everything that we need. It's been a great garden shed. I know it was a good garden shed for the previous owner, and you know, he used it his whole life. He was very proud of this building, and I'm very proud of this building. But it did need some serious upgrades. For example, the old door is back here, and this door was put on, from what I understand, shortly after Hugo, or was rebuilt shortly after Hugo. It weighs a ton, and it's beadboard we got a lot of stuff just kind of falling apart. It's just time for this door to go. So we got something kind of cool. So this is a door from the original house, and at some point in the past they were doing a renovation or what have you, and this door was removed from the original house. So this door is going to end up going right here. It happens to be the right size. I just had a little trim a little bit off the bottom. I got to make a small trim on the side. It was bigger than what we needed. And has plenty of meat on there to kind of take a little bit away. So I think that the way these doors went back in the day is they would have built them much larger than they needed to be, because there wasn't really a whole lot of standardization. I guess there was some standardization, but there was also a whole lot of make it about this big and about this big right here, which is about the way that's built. So they would have made things a little bit larger. Somebody might have built the whole doorway for that size, and then maybe they just got a larger door and just trimmed it down. And that's what is done with this door. Whole lot of meat at the bottom. The top has already been trimmed before. You can't see it here, but it's not a square door. But yeah, so we got the door. And what did I do? Oh, here we go. Check this out. Let's take a look at this. See if I can show this to you. We got, because we already have the old latch mechanism. I haven't got a skeleton key to see if it works, but it looks like the lock right there works. But we got the old latch mechanism. I also have some extra mechanisms because there's a back door. I got some extra mechanisms because there's a back door. I got two of these beautiful glass doorknobs, and these glass doorknobs and these doorknob plates, and I think these are just absolutely beautiful. And I got 4 of those. I only have 2 of these little rings to go around the doorknob. They would go, there we are. They would go around the doorknob somehow. When you pull that glass doorknob off. I only got 2 of those. I need 2 more of those, but I do have 4 of these beautiful striker plates, or not striker plates. 4 of these beautiful Art Deco styled lock plates, face plates. I bet it's called a face plate. I need the striker plates. The good news is that down at Strix, our local one stop, they, I believe they have some striker plates for this style lock. So I think that we're gonna have cool doorknobs on a 100-year-old shed. Grooming center, spa, dog spa. It's going to be great. So here's this going on over here. I'm not ready to show you what's going on over there just yet. Let's make a little more progress on that. But this morning it's been all about getting things cut. We got a lot of wood that's had to be replaced. A lot of studs on these buildings that had just rotted out at the bottom and just needed a lot of repair and rework. Yeah, so I'm really excited about what's happening over here, and I don't want to show you too much, but this is an old this shed was built, I believe, in the 80s. All the studs say 86 on them, but that might have been from 86 lumber. There was an 84 lumber, I don't know. Anyway, but there's a lot of places that just, if I can get down here, there's a lot of places that just need to be repaired and replaced. So I've got some new wood going onto this shed. It's leaked really bad for years. You can see the holes in the roof up there. It's leaked really bad since we got here. We've never really been sure about whether we're going to keep it, tear it down. So I just, now, because it's still in use, I'm rebuilding it from the inside out, and that's probably a lot more labor than taking it out of service. But this, I didn't really want to show you all of that. This is going to be our farm stand. So yeah, let's just cut all that out. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so, but this is really exciting. It's, I know it's just kind of a mess right now, but it is what it is. But we'll get all this cleaned up. And this is going to be, you'll see. I'm sorry. I got a lot of work to do. We'll talk to you here in a little bit. All right, so Matt Strix. I'm not really one to do a whole lot of public. I've never recorded at side of a store. I mean, Disney World maybe. So we're giving this vlogging thing a try. We'll see if I get the courage to record anything in here. But you guys might have to stay here. All right, so we were able to get the hinges, but we weren't able to get the striker plate. So I'm gonna have to go and see if I can find a striker plate at one of our fine reclamation stores. We're lucky enough that we have quite a few of those around here. So let's see how it goes. All right, so I wasn't able to get the striker plates. Our local reclamation store, junk shop, it's a great place to go get stuff for old houses like this. It's just not open yet. It's Tuesday. It may not be open until Thursday, Friday when the lake folks start coming through. I don't know. But I do have these great little plates right here. We're going to get these things cleaned up. We got these beautiful doorknobs. We're going to get those cleaned up. Like I said, we got the original locking mechanisms. And so we're about to haul the door out. And Travis is going to clean it up and paint it while I continue on the garden market. That's a big difference. There are the biggest freaking spiders in here. That thing is huge. And there's one right there. And they're over there. And they're up there. They're all over the place. Oh my gosh. Spiders everywhere. So when we moved in, we had several outbuildings that came with the property, fortunately. Now, one of them was this old shed right here, and it's a pretty, it's from the 80s. It's right after Hugo, and it was kind of put together without doing any cutting. I mean, I don't know if they had electricity when they put this up. I think it may have been put up very quickly, but it's got a concrete pad and it's got a power run to it. So it's incredibly useful to us. It's kind of an eyesore. And as I showed you inside, it's got some rotten members. So we're going to do something to this. Let's see. I see some of the other vloggers do this. It's not often that I ever try anything like this, but I understand it's like some YouTube magic. So let's see if this works. So I just checked YouTube's terms of service, and you gotta have 1,000 view hours and 100 subscribers to make the little snappy thing work. So see you tomorrow.